As part of its preparations towards the conduct of the 2019 district-level elections and the referendum to allow political parties to participate in the local-level election by sponsoring and campaigning for district-level election candidates, the Commission will display the voters' register at all polling stations across the country from Tuesday, the 10th of September to Tuesday, the 17th of September, 2019, for public inspection from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day, including Saturday and Sunday. All the 30,702 polling stations in the country will be designated as exhibition centers. This means all polling stations are going to be part of this exercise. The register to be displayed was compiled from 2012, 2014, 2016, 2018, and recently up to 2019. That is since the compilation of the biometric voter registration in 2012. Basically, the exhibition exercise is to allow for prospective voters verify their details, such as name, age, sex, etc., and to be sure they were properly captured during the registration exercise, and make requests for amendments or insertions where necessary. Additionally, any person who is eligible to register as a voter may raise objections to names of unqualified persons in the voters' register at the center. In other words, if you suspect that someone's name is in the register but the person is not supposed to be there, you are allowed to raise an objection. Requests that can be made at the exhibition centers are inclusion of omitted names. This is for a prospective voter whose application for registration was accepted and was issued with a voter ID card, but whose particulars are completely missing from the following: Provisional Voters Register, that is 2016, 2018, and 2019, exclusion or exceptions list, then finally multiple registration list. Any person entitled to be registered as a voter may object to the inclusion of names of persons on the Provisional Voters Register if he or she believes that they are unqualified to be registered as voters. The voter may be unqualified if he or she is not a Ghanaian, not at least 18 years of age at the time of registration, not a resident or ordinary resident in any locality or barred by law. Once the person does not meet any of these qualifications or is unqualified by any of these factors, the person cannot have his or her name on the register. Relatives, community leaders, and any qualified voter may visit the exhibition center with information on deceased persons or persons who are dead to have their particulars removed from the register. Persons volunteering such information will have to produce the voter ID card of the deceased person or the person who is dead and a proof of death of that person. Example, you must provide the person's death certificate or burial permit. The exhibition officers will do background checks on such objections to help facilitate such removal, as the register is for the living and no living person should be removed through misinformation. Replacement of poor quality or damaged voter ID cards. This option is available to persons whose photographs are of exceptionally bad quality. For example, the photograph can be too dark or too light or also damaged, such that the voter's face cannot be easily identified on both the voter's register and the voter ID card. If the particulars of a prospective voter appear in the register and there is resemblance but the code is invalid for that particular center, it means that the applicant was registered with a wrong code, and that one too, you can come over and we are going to address it for you. Voters requesting for change of name or changes in their names must have published the said change in the Gazette and are to provide documentary evidence to that effect at the exhibition center. Any voter whose name was wrongly spelled can ask for correction, as some names have different spellings. This will enable the Commission have the right spelling of names of voters in the register. Any clerical error in the register could be corrected by the affected voter. It could be the right age or sex, and this may affect the register, identification card, or both.